Right now, somewhere in your home, there's a mattress with a law tag that reads, "Do not remove under penalty of law." For decades, this little tag has struck more fear than a spider in the shower. Adults preserve these tags like tiny little fabric hostages that, if freed, would summon the FBI. But everything you think you know about mattress law tags is completely wrong. Here's the truth. It is absolutely 100% legal for you to remove the law tag. It always has been. The confusion comes in the full text, because the full text reads, "Do not remove under penalty of law except by the consumer." And that's the key part, by the consumer. If it's a mattress that you've purchased in your home, you're good to go. People read "do not remove" and "under penalty of law," and for most people, that's enough to not even want to mess with it. But the story of why that tag is even there in the first place is actually a lot more interesting than you might think. Let's go back to the early 1900s. Picture mattress shopping in 1906. The salesperson shows you a beautiful, clean mattress. You buy it, take it home, and you sleep on it for weeks. But what you don't know is what's actually inside that nice new mattress that you're sleeping on. Back then, mattress filling was completely unregulated, and manufacturers stuffed just about anything into their beds. Used rags, horsehair, corn husk, newspapers. Basically, if it existed, someone was trying to stuff it into a mattress. But it actually gets much worse than that. It wasn't uncommon for mattresses to be stuffed with materials from smallpox hospitals, clothing of the deceased, and materials from morgues and funeral homes. In fact, the process was so common, it actually had its own name: shoddy. People were getting sick and some were dying, and they had no idea it was their mattress doing it. And even when they did figure it out, there was no way for them to figure out what the heck was even inside the thing without cutting it open. One investigation found a mattress stuffed with clothes that had lice still living in it. Another was full of materials from a tuberculosis ward. And these stories aren't isolated. Imagine finding out that that mattress that you just purchased and have been sleeping on isn't really a mattress at all. It's more like a disease delivery system. This crisis was so bad, investigations concluded that this crisis was equally as bad as the Great Meatpacking Scandal of 1906, which, by the way, is the most disgusting investigation of human food you'll ever hear about. People were literally partaking in cannibalism, and they didn't even know. And the investigations revealed that the bedding industry was just as disgusting. Unfortunately, change didn't really happen until after this was exposed out in the open and significant damage was done. The fix was simple: force manufacturers to tell people what the heck was in their mattress. States started passing laws and regulations that required manufacturers to attach a tag to the bed that stated exactly what was inside the mattress and certified that the materials used were clean and new. But here's the key: these laws targeted manufacturers and retailers, not consumers. The penalty of law language was there in such a bold and scary way in order to prevent shady retailers from removing tags on mattresses that contained questionable materials inside. You think that would have manufacturers start putting better materials into their mattresses, and it did to a degree, but it didn't really stop manufacturers from putting shady materials into their beds either. And the result of this was retailers would often remove that law tag themselves, so the customer couldn't see just how gross the materials inside were. And that's why the language on the law tag is so strong and so bold, is because it stopped manufacturers and retailers from just pulling those tags off the moment that they could, which ensured that the information actually got to you, the customer. And you, the customer, you could always do whatever the heck you wanted with your tag. So why has this myth persisted for over 100 years? 2 reasons. First, official sounding language makes our brains go, "Don't touch this or you're gonna go to mattress jail." And second, this myth gets passed from family to family, generation to generation, like the most boring American tradition there is. Parents told their kids, who told their kids, who told their kids to never remove that sacred fabric rectangle on the back of their mattress. Add on to that decades of comedians making jokes about the mattress tag police, and you've got a myth that persists today. The penalties for manufacturers who tamper with these tags are real and severe. Fines, recalls, and pretty severe criminal charges as well. But for customers, removing your tag may void your warranty, but it's not gonna land you in jail. These tags exist because over a century ago, people were literally dying from what was being put into their mattress, and they had no idea. And because of that, we have complete transparency on what's in your mattress today. So tonight, feel free to liberate that tag. You won't be arrested by the mythical mattress tag police. You'll just be exercising your right to do whatever the heck you want with your own property. Keep in mind though, most manufacturers state that removing that tag does void your warranty. Thanks for watching.